This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome everyone to this video. This video is to go through the settings on the Soft4xfx Forex simulator. So let's get right to it. This simulator is going to help you fine tune your entry. That's what I want you to use it for. You got practice on your entry to see if you got the right, if you're, because a lot of people, their main, the main problem is the entry, that you enter the market and you take a lot of drawdown, or if the trade is not ready to go in the direction you have it going in. Anyhow, so let's go ahead right to it. Download the file. Once you download the program, the software, just like any other indicator, download it. Make sure you know where it's at, because you're going to need to copy and paste. Okay, so let's get right to it. You open up your chart. You go to File, Open Data Folder. This is after you've downloaded the software. You're going to go to MQF4. You're going to go to the expert file. Open the expert file. This is where you're going to paste that Soft4x simulator. It's the full version, so you can use this as many times as you want. You're not restricted. Okay. Once you paste it there, close out that window. Okay. Close out that window, and on your navigator window, you're going to where all your indicators are located. You're going to go all the way to the bottom, down here where it says Expert Advisors. Most of you guys, when you expand that window, it might not show it there. Simply right click on Expert Advisors and refresh it. When you refresh it, it should appear there now. Okay. Once it's there, you need to do one setting on the platform to allow it to function properly. You're going to go to Tools, Options. You're going to go to the Expert Advisors tab. The only thing that needs to be active here is the Allow DLL imports. That's checked, so I'm good there. Make sure that's the only one that's checked. Okay, anything else, uncheck it. This is the only one that needs to be checked. Hit OK. Now, we've got that part squared away. Next thing you know, we need to drag the program over. So let's just open up any chart. It doesn't matter. Open up any chart. You can see it there. Okay. Let me maximize this. Now, under my expert advisors, all I'm going to do is simply click hold, drag over onto the chart. You should have either this window pop up. We're not going to mess with none of these settings. Let's just go through them real quick. Comment tab, make sure those three are checked. That's it. Inputs, make sure it looks like this. If it download properly, this is the way it will look. Dependencies, we're not messing with none of that. So we hit OK. This window pops up letting you know that the program wants to activate and it wants to start to do a simulation. We're not doing none of that. Program is up to date. It's connected to the account that you currently have. Okay, let's go to data center. It needs to collect data. Since you're downloading it for the first time on your platform, it's not going to have data. So let's go to data center. Here you can see all the symbols you want to analyze. Okay, so in this, I already downloaded a few charts here of data. So let's just start fresh. Let's start with the dollar. It doesn't matter. It needs to, I want it to have the dollar so you can trade in USD. So let's just say you do Australian USD. Let's just say, for instance, you wanted to get the data on this pair, and you wanted also the euro pound, and you want the pound dollar. You can click multiple. That's fine. I already have a few of those downloaded, but let's start fresh. Australian USD. Simply click download. Here it's telling you how many years back of data. A year, 2 years, 3 years. Okay, that's fine. I put a year and I simply click download. And you'll see the percentages there. Okay, it needs to get to 100 to fully have 12 months. I'm going to stop it at about 50%. That'll be 6 months of data just to get through the through this tutorial real quick. So I'm going to let it download a couple more, about another couple seconds to get to at least 50%. And then I'm going to stop it, and that should be about 6 months of data collected. Okay, so again, I would recommend downloading the pound dollar, euro USD. Just download some data of a few of these pairs. So we're getting close to 50%, and I'm going to stop it. I stop it there. Now I have it. It tells you the dates that it collected. Since you started today, it goes from the day that you're downloading back 12 months. Okay, so we have it there. All you simply have to do is, now you can close that. If it's downloaded the data, close it. Now we want to start a new simulation. This window will pop up, the Dukas copy. That's fine, leave that. That's where we got the data from. Instrument, click on that drop down window. I've downloaded a few of the pairs there. The one that we just did was the Australian USD. I'll click on Australian USD, and it tells you the dates that it's going to start from. March 4th, 2021, and I want it to end. It's going to end on, it collected 6 months of data. Remember, we stopped it at 50%. So it's going to start in September. That's fine. Account currency, USD, Australian USD. So we're going to do USD. The starting balance. Now, this is important, you guys. If you're doing, make your starting balance something that's realistic. Or if you're taking on one of these funding challenges, make sure you put the amount you're going after. If you're going after 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, put it in there. I leave that, the time on the charts, I leave that just like my brokers, I leave that alone. Click rewind allowed so I can go back on the charts when I need to, when I'm analyzing. Okay. Pip size. We're doing standard lot sizes, so I need that to be in the standard lot sizes, the maximum, because I'm doing standard lot sizes. The leverage, I leave it at 1 to 100 to, again, to be more realistic, or you can just change it to 1 to 500, 1 to 200. Okay, I leave that alone. And initial history on the charts. How many days back? Obviously, we're doing what, 6 months? I just throw in a couple of zeros in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, just to bypass that. Now I'll start the simulation. Wait for it to give it about a second or two so it can gather the data and bring it onto the chart. You have your control window here. Okay, so let's fix these settings. So now when you click the buy button or the sell button, it'll automatically input the lot sizes you're going in with, the stop loss, take profit target. So let's just do, we're doing a standard 1.00. My stop loss, let's set it at 25 pip stop loss. Take profit, let's just set it at 50, just to so you can see how this works. Go to, the next thing you need to do is go to charts. Go to charts, standard chart. You're doing the 15-minute, that's what we're going to practice on, and hit add. It's downloaded the data, Australian USD, click open. It's going to bring the data onto the chart. There it is. At this point, you can close this window out. Don't need it no more. You can close it here, or you can close it there. Close. Back to my control panel here. Okay. If you click sessions, it'll tell you just to get an idea what time the sessions are going to start. I don't go off that because it's about 30 minutes off. Okay. Here, just real quick, this is the slide bar, how fast you want that candlestick to go. you want it, I mean, you click the play button, it's going to go every freaking second if you use this method. How fast do you want that candlestick to go? I don't like using that. I just want to get straight to the point, straight to London. What am I looking at? I like to use the next bar or the previous bar. That's the next candle or the previous candle. I'm doing standard chart, 15 minutes. Okay, that's set right there. So let's go ahead and put this to play. I need to clear up this chart. I simply go to my templates. Since I used the sessions, the stop hunts, and TDI, I bring in my custom indicator, my custom template that you guys have already downloaded as well. Click on that. Fast forward to the current price. I don't really care about this window here. It's just telling you the dates that you're starting on. Minimize this a little bit. Now at here on your charts, there's my TDI, there's my stop hunts, and it's about to start. Now, as you see when you click play, the new candle starts right there at the beginning of the day. If you slide this over, it's going to go every second of that 15-minute candlestick. I don't like using that. That'll take up too much time. I pause it, lower that down. What I like to do is go to the next bar, go to the next bar, because I'm trying to get to London. So there you go. There's the Asian session. Stop on high, stop on low. Inside the shadow box, that's where we're looking for our trade. So real quick, I I go next bar, next bar, next bar, just to get to that session there. Okay. What's the first thing I'm seeing? I'm seeing TDI is up there going towards the 68. This could potentially be a quick sell. So I go next bar, next bar, next bar. Okay, so this is how you're going to start. This is how you're going to start to fine tune your entry to know if you're seeing the charts correctly, to master your entry. This is all you're doing here. Master the entry. You practice every day, just like an athlete. So when we go into the London session live with real money, you have been battle tested. Okay, so this is how this works. We remember we already set all this one standard, 25 pips, 50 pip take profit. If I wanted to sell this, I click the sell button. Okay, I've clicked the sell button, and you can tell that there's my entry. Let me take everything off so you can see this. Let me shrink this. There's my entry. Okay, now I'm using a screen recorder. That's why, for whatever reason, the stop loss and take profit are not visually. You can't visually see them, but because you're not going to be using a screen recorder, they should appear right there. Visual mode. Let me see. What I like about the simulator that if I go to the next bar, notice that we're selling. Look at you're in profit. If I click account, it tells you you're up $21. You're in there with a standard, so you should know that you're up 2 pips. If I click next bar, it pulls back on you. Next bar, next bar, next bar, it goes against you. You're down $34. So this is, again, it's gone against you even more. So now what I like to use this because I can sit here and play with this now. I can go to my plain chart that which is I'm on there now. Let's I can also drag in my moving averages right now. I want to see what's going on. That's why I don't have TDI to get out of that trade. I'm down $67. So what I like to do is, okay, what's going on over here? Let me bring in my moving averages. Bring in my moving averages. You can do this on the simulator at the same time without pausing anything. So I can see that it's closed above the catch up. Zoom in. You see that? So I already know that trade might not work out. It's going to the upside. Okay. I can also bring just TDI by itself. What is TDI telling me? It's going up. So this trade is not going to work out. That's the way I see it. Okay. So again, this is just for you to practice. And if you wanted to go back, oh my God, I should have been buying this down here. You can always go back, go back, go back. See on the chart is going backwards. This is so you can see, okay, look what they're doing. Start analyzing and redo it again. Just like a quarterback in football, when he makes a mistake, he goes back to the sideline and starts to review his tablet to see what happened, what went wrong, what I should have done. Okay. So again, use this simulator to practice your entry. If it doesn't work out, go backwards to see where you should have got in at to avoid as much drawdown as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed this simulator. It's a full version, so you can practice unlimited times with this and use it for our advantage with our templates, and it'll be a lot faster for you to fine tune. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next training video.